There are few games which really sing to the minds of human beings, a few franchises which inspire the hearts and minds of us all. Final Fantasy took us to magical worlds, Homeworld took us beyond the stars, and Stardew Valley stole our hearts. There is one game which has sung to many, a rapturous chorus of metal and explosives. Armored Core is a mech franchise by none other than From Software, who also brought us things such as Kingsfield and Echo Knights. There's also another one. Oh, Chromehound, which this game owns a lot of influence from. Chromestrike originated on TG way back in the yesteryear of 2013, though the newest edition is from around 2018. The game is a D6 system, primarily using 2d6, but occasionally 3d6 for missiles. The game relies on its main selling point, its extensive combat system, and detailed mech customization to carry it. Speaking about mech customization, all the mechanics out there I know appreciate all the little parts and customization options a single mech can actually have. Almost every aspect of your ride can be customized in one way or another. Head, chassis, arms, legs, shoulders, weapons, and just about anything else can be tweaked and edited. This gives the players quite a bit of freedom to poke and prod at their desired creation. This is great, with a lot of toys to play with being fun. However, it can be incredibly overwhelming, especially since each part has different values, synergies, and your pilot has quite a bit of influence as well. To some, this can be a major turnoff, as just getting the mech up and running may involve more time than people would be comfortable with. Combine this with not getting an explanation of how these parts will work on the field until over halfway through the book, suddenly people start getting a little bit frightened. The combat is where things start getting tricky. Combat is similar to Armored Core, which is to say, mobility is king, and it factors that into the equation by having a grid system, which moving a certain number of spaces grants a bonus to your dodge rating, which is also affected by your pilot's agility, which can be further modified by your mech choices. There are quite a few things to consider in combat, but it's fairly simple when it starts going. It's simply an attack rating versus the dodge rating, but remember when I said about that dodge rating affected by moving? So is your attack rating, leading to a cat and mouse exchange of high-speed violence, which is then slowed down further by adding in locational damage system, which requires a roll, but that's after making an armor save. What I'm trying to get at here is that simply that the combat is easy to understand, but all the little details begin to add up, which to people who know and can calculate it on the fly isn't a big deal, but to those just playing, it makes the game about high-speed hyper-violence into a horrendously slow slog. Can this be avoided? To a degree. Simplifying the movement bonuses and penalties, dropping the location damage, and replacing it with a player choice, except with aimed shots, reformat the book to be a bit more clear, with more examples and a few starter mechs for players to begin play with. Chromestrike works. Playing the game will result in being a functional and fun experience. The problem is that there are multiple parts that slow down play in a game all about going fast. Download it. It's free at the link below. If you like it, give Duke some feedback and your experiences with it. I'm curious what Chromestrike 2022 could look like. My name is Notepad Anon, and this was Chromestrike 2018. Wait a second, From Software's other game, it was Metal Wolf Chaos!